Have you ever felt that no matter how clearly you explain yourself, some people still don't take you seriously? You speak with logic. You try to stay calm, but they talk over you. They dismiss you. They treat your words like they don't matter. Maybe it's in a meeting where your ideas get ignored. Maybe it's a family argument where your feelings are minimized. Maybe it's a conversation where someone quietly crosses a line and you walk away thinking, why do they think they can talk to me like that? Most people believe that to be respected, you have to shout louder, argue harder, or become just as aggressive as the person in front of you. But if you've been wondering how to handle disrespect without losing yourself, this is where everything changes. Because the truth is simple. Power isn't in the volume of your voice. It's in the precision of your words. In this video, you're going to learn how to handle disrespect using 5 Stoic phrases. Simple sentences that don't require anger, drama, or shouting. Just firmness and calm. Whether you're dealing with a boss, a friend, a partner, or even a complete stranger, these phrases will help you handle disrespect in 3 ways. Shut it down without creating a scene. Set clear boundaries without losing control. And make people think twice before they speak carelessly to you again. Stay with me until the end. Because the 3rd phrase is so powerful, it can completely change the way people see you. Used correctly, it can make even your harshest critics fall silent. Most people think respect is something you force out of others. You talk tougher, push harder, raise your voice, and hope they finally listen. But the Stoics saw respect in a completely different way. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters." When it comes to how to handle disrespect, this means something very clear. You don't need to react with anger. You don't need to raise your voice. You need to respond with firmness and serenity. For the Stoics, the right words are like arrows, small, precise, capable of piercing any barrier. From ancient Rome to today, the people who truly leave a mark are not the ones who shout the loudest. They are the ones who speak with calm, conviction, and moral authority. Marcus Aurelius, both emperor and philosopher, led an entire empire without losing his composure. He understood that real respect is born from clarity and self-control, not intimidation. In modern life, nothing has really changed. In a work meeting, in a disagreement with your partner, in a brief clash with the stranger in public, your tone can be calm, almost quiet. But if your words are the right ones, spoken at the right moment, people will listen. Here is the core truth of this video. In every situation where you face disrespect, you don't need to become louder to become stronger. Your voice can remain calm. Your face can stay composed. But if your words are precise, measured, and rooted in self-respect, people will feel it. Respect isn't created by noise, it's created by clarity. Most people enter a conflict trying to win the argument. A Stoic doesn't aim to win arguments. A Stoic aims to win themselves. And when you win yourself, your reactions, your tone, your boundaries, people stop seeing you as someone they can talk over or manipulate. They start seeing you as someone who chooses their words carefully, someone who doesn't waste energy on disrespect, someone who knows exactly when and how to speak. From this point on, as we walk through each phrase, don't just memorize the words. See them as tools, Stoic tools that let you handle disrespect with quiet authority. The first phrase is this: I understand your point, but I disagree. It's simple, but used well, It quietly changes the way people see you. Most people, when they disagree, do one of two things. They attack. That's wrong. That makes no sense. Or they submit. They stay silent. They pretend to agree. Then they walk away, feeling small and frustrated. Attacking creates resistance. Silence creates resentment. This phrase does something different. I understand your point, but I disagree. In one short sentence, you say three things. I heard you. I think for myself. And I can disagree without being hostile. Imagine you're in a meeting. Someone suggests an idea you know is flawed. Instead of saying, "That's a bad idea," you look at them and say, "I understand your point, but I disagree." If needed, you add, "Here's why," and calmly explain your view. From a Stoic perspective, you are separating emotion from judgment. You're not attacking the person. You're simply saying, "I see where you're coming from. I still choose differently." Over time, people realize you're not easily pressured. You're not afraid of disagreement. You're willing to stand alone, but you do it with respect. That combination is rare, and rare qualities are respected, even by those who don't fully agree with you. The second phrase is this: I don't find that appropriate. Not every attack comes as shouting. Sometimes it comes as a joke, a small dig everyone is supposed to laugh at, including you. Maybe it's about your appearance, your past, something deeply personal you never gave permission to use as a punchline. Most people force a smile or stay silent, hoping the moment will pass. But when you laugh at what disrespects you, you quietly approve of it. And when you stay silent, people assume they can do it again. The Stoics believed self-respect is an invisible shield. Seneca wrote that the one who respects himself will, in time, be respected by others. This phrase is how you raise that shield. I don't find that appropriate. Imagine you're in a group. Someone makes a comment that goes too far. The room laughs. All eyes turn to you. You take a breath. You look at the person and say, I don't find that appropriate. You're not yelling. You're not insulting them back. You're simply drawing a line. This sentence does three things. It names the problem. For you, this is not okay. It forces self-awareness. They hear their own words from the outside. It stops the behavior without a lecture or drama. It's easier to laugh along. It's easier to pretend. But every time you do, you teach people how to treat you. When you use this phrase with serenity, you're saying, I won't attack you, but I also won't pretend this is okay. The discomfort that follows is not weakness. It is the cost of reclaiming your dignity. The third phrase is this: let's talk when we can do so respectfully. Some conversations aren't really conversations. They are battles. You try to explain, but you're interrupted. You try to clarify, but your words are twisted. You try to calm things down, but the other person only gets louder and harsher. Most people either explode or stay and absorb the disrespect until they're drained. The Stoic approach is different. It recognizes something simple. I can't control how you speak to me, but I can control the conditions under which I stay. That's exactly what this phrase does. Let's talk when we can do so respectfully. Imagine you're in a heated argument. They talk over you. They raise their voice. They throw accusations. Instead of matching their tone, you slow down. You breathe. Then you say, let's talk when we can do so respectfully. You're not refusing the conversation. You're saying, this matters enough that I refuse to handle it like this. You're setting conditions, not begging for kindness. You're saying, when there is respect, then we continue. Epictetus taught that you can't control the actions of others, only your response. Here your response is to withdraw your energy until the environment matches your standard. If they keep shouting, you don't explain or argue. You can repeat it once. When we can do it respectfully, we'll talk. Then you step away. Whoever cannot speak to you with respect does not get to continue speaking to you at all. That isn't a weakness. It's a quiet form of power, and it teaches people very quickly what is and is not allowed in your presence. The fourth phrase is this: I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. There are moments when you already know nothing good will come from continuing. The other person isn't listening. They're not seeking truth or resolution. They just want to win, provoke, or drag you deeper into their storm. Most of us stay anyway. We keep explaining. We keep defending. We keep bleeding energy into a conversation that doesn't deserve us. The Stoic question is not, how do I win this argument? The question is this worthy of my time, my peace, and my character? When the answer is no, this phrase becomes your shield. I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. Imagine someone keeps pushing, provoking, twisting your words. You feel your patience slipping. You're about to say something you'll regret. Instead, you pause and say, I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. No drama, no insult, just a decision. This phrase ends the energy leak. You stop feeding what drains you. It reclaims your authority. You decide when this ends, and it shows self-respect. Your peace is worth more than being right in their eyes. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." You don't mirror their aggression. You don't stay in the mud just to prove you're not afraid of it. You step out of it completely. Some will accuse you of running away or not having an answer. They are baiting your ego, but your goal is not to win them. Your goal is to win yourself. You can calmly repeat, I've said what I needed to say. I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. Then you leave it there. Every time you choose your peace over your ego, you become a little stronger, a little freer, and much harder to drag into chaos. The fifth phrase is this: That's your opinion, and I respect it, but I don't share it. Not every difficult moment comes from open disrespect. Sometimes it comes from someone who cares about you, but doesn't respect your space. A parent who insists they know what's best for your life. A friend who constantly tells you what you should do. A partner or colleague who believes their way is the only intelligent way. They're not shouting. They're not insulting you, but they are trying to shape your life with their opinions. Most people either submit, nod along, and betray themselves, or explode, argue endlessly, and damage the relationship. There is a third path: calm, stoic firmness. That's your opinion, and I respect it, but I don't share it. This line has 3 layers. That's your opinion. You name it for what it is, not a command, not absolute truth. And I respect it. You honor the person. You're not attacking their intention. But I don't share it. Here is the boundary. Clear, calm, non-negotiable. Imagine a family member telling you again and again that your choices are wrong. In the past, you might have argued for hours, or stayed silent and felt small. Now you take a breath and say, That's your opinion, and I respect it, but I don't share it. You're not begging them to understand. You're not trying to convert them. You're simply saying, "I see your position. I don't live by it." Seneca wrote that being a slave to the opinion of others is the worst of prisons. This phrase is a quiet key to that prison door. Used often enough, it protects the relationship from unnecessary war. It protects your mind from being invaded. And it protects your identity from dissolving into other people's expectations. Some people won't like it at first. They're used to their opinion being treated as law. But over time, they learn something new about you. You think, you decide, you stand, even when it would be easier to surrender. That is emotional independence. And emotional independence is deeply, quietly respected. Now let's bring everything together. You've just learned 5 phrases. They are more than sentences. They are standards. I understand your point, but I disagree. I don't find that appropriate. Let's talk when we can do so respectfully. I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. That's your opinion, and I respect it, but I don't share it. Used with serenity and firmness, they change the way people move around you. People sense that with you there are lines that cannot be crossed, and a mind that cannot be easily bent. Respect isn't imposed by force. It's inspired by a character. From now on, you have words that protect you, not by attacking others, but by honoring yourself. But these phrases only become real power when you actually use them. So choose one of the 5, the one you know you've needed for a long time. Write it down, save it in your phone, and in the next difficult conversation you face, use it once, calmly, clearly, without apology. Notice how it feels to stand your ground without shouting. Notice how the atmosphere changes when you stop playing the old game of anger, over-explaining, and people-pleasing. That feeling is the beginning of a new identity. Someone who speaks less, but speaks with weight. Here at Stoic Ether, I help you think, speak, and act with the wisdom of the Stoics, so you can walk through real-life conflict with more respect, more inner peace, and unshakable mental strength. If this helped you understand how to handle disrespect more calmly, you're welcome to stay a little longer. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next lesson on protecting your peace in a world that feeds on chaos. And now I'd like to hear from you. Which of these 5 phrases are you going to use first, and in what situation? Share it in the comments. Your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to see today, because sometimes one calm sentence is all it takes to change how people treat you.